Deep within the mysterious mountains, the mountain temple is a solemn place where meditation is carried out for self-discipline and purification. This mountain temple is a place of spiritual enlightenment for those in search of the truth. All aspects, thoughts, and actions of daily life here are a part of self-discipline. Even the common-looking food serves a special purpose. In this episode, we will venture into the mysterious world of Buddhist cuisine. With a steady beat on a wooden block at 3 a.m., the lights in this mountain temple are turned on one by one. And the sound resonating through the yard and main hall marks the beginning of the early morning worship session. The sound of the morning gong is a wake-up call for all living beings. With the bell comes the sound of the monk's sincere and disciplined worship of Buddha. This helps empty one's thoughts and rids one of any troubled feelings. The life patterns within this mountain temple aid the daily process of self-improvement and recognition. It is no surprise that all aspects of daily life are carried out directly by the worshippers themselves. The monks all come together to carry out numerous daily tasks, one of which is farming vegetables. They are highly self-sufficient, and they raise their crops themselves. The monks are busy all year long, taking care of and gathering various crops. Vegetables are vital ingredients for the inhabitants of Sachol, since eating meat is prohibited in this region. So what exactly is Sachol food? The basic Buddhist philosophy of health can be found in a book called Balshim, written by Buddhist high priest Wan Hyo during the Shilla dynasty. According to Balshim, food in Buddhism should help one to cast away the 5 human desires, namely materialism, the greed for glory, and the desire for food, sex, and sleep. Also, food should not be too oily and should be eaten sparingly for the purpose of maintaining life, rather than for its taste.
불교에서는 어떤 먹는 것, 다시 말해서 덩어리져 있는 것, 우리가 오감 기관을 통해서 맛보고 어떤 눈으로 보고 하는 그 만지고 이렇게 혀를 통해서 맛보는 그 자체만 결코 국한시키는 게 아니고 심신이 더불어서 다시 말해서 심신 일여 사상이기 때문에 몸과 마음을 둘러보는 게 아니고 몸과 마음이 하나라는 거기에서 음식 자체도 어떤 그 자체만 집착해서는 결코 안 된다. 그리고 또 스님들이 예로부터서 큰 스님들께서 이 탐심을 가장 경계하셨기 때문에 수행자가 어떤 먹는 그 자체에 탐심을 댄다고 그러면은 그것은 결코 올바른 수행이라 할 수가 없고 또 음식도 육체적인 것, 물질적인 것만 있는 게 아니고 정신적인 부분도 준비되어 있고 또 부처님께서 그 부분을 특히 수많은 경전에서 강조를 하셨고 그래서 정신적인 자양분을 넉넉하게 섭취해야 된다. 그런 측면에서 보더라도 불교는 심식 일어사상이다. 그렇게 볼 수가 있겠습니다.
The main difference between Buddhist dishes and regular food is the fact that the former does not use 5 specific ingredients, called oshinche. Oshinche consists of green onions, garlic, wild garlic, leek, and onion. The reason for banning these 5 ingredients is because their strong aromas tend to disturb worship sessions by bringing about unwanted cravings. The 5 prohibited ingredients are generally basic and necessary ingredients for kimchi. So at Sachol, they have created unique types of kimchi which do not require oshinche. The kimchi at Sachol are flavored by unique ingredients which would not normally be associated with making kimchi. One of the most distinct kimchi types is the red ripe persimmon kimchi. Kimchi in Sachol are flavored using ginger and salt instead of green onion, garlic, and fermented dishes. Radish is thinly sliced and mixed with red pepper powder. Red ripe persimmons, which are most ripe during the autumn season, are excellent ingredients for kimchi in Sachol. The red ripe persimmons are peeled for easier mixing and placed in a bowl. The chopped and mixed radish and zucchini are added. Then the peeled red ripe persimmons are mixed in with the rest of the ingredients. The scarlet persimmons not only add flavor, but color as well. Red ripe persimmon kimchi has an unusual, distinct taste that is both spicy and sweet at the same time. This makes it a favorite with children, who usually dislike spicy food. The red ripe persimmon kimchi, with its unique ingredients and taste, truly epitomizes the tradition and wisdom of the area. In addition to the common ingredients of cabbage and radish, kimchi has also been prepared using various vegetables such as leaf mustard, lettuce, radish stalk, and spinach.
홍시나 그 호박 같은 것은 이제 감미료 대신 이제 넣는 거거든요. 그리고 호박이나 그 홍시에 함유된 카로틴이 많기 때문에 이제 사람들한테 먹으면 겨우내 부족한 비타민 C와 카로틴을 섭취할 수 있기 때문에 건강에 굉장히 좋거든요. 그리고 이제 뭐 그 들깨즙 같은 거, 콩가루 같은 거는 이제 단백질 섭취도 해주기 때문에 김치 담글 때 조금씩 첨가하면서 그렇게 담깁니다.
Wild seasonal vegetables from the mountains and hills are vital staples for the Buddhist monks. Such vegetables are used in soups, salads, and side dishes, with the most representative winter vegetable being the goso. Goso is not commonly eaten in other places because of its strong aroma. The salad is seasoned using only sesame oil, salt, and soy sauce in order to preserve the original flavor and aroma. Other vegetables like wild watercress, cham, shepherd's purse, and butterbur have been used because they contain vitamins and minerals. The monk's day is extremely busy, consisting of almost no breaks. By keeping every corner of Sachol clean through such acts as sweeping the yard, tending the trees, and cleaning the candlesticks, the monks succeed in achieving both outer and inner cleanliness.
7페이지에서 넷째는 10대 모입이라 하는데 이어서 설명하는 것이기 때문에
The disciples strive to continually improve themselves. They assiduously adjust themselves to the lifestyle of Sachol and humbly learn the teachings of Buddha. Constant meditation and worship sessions can be tiring both mentally and physically. A repetition of such grueling life patterns day after day requires a nutritious diet that ensures good health. A nutritious Sachol favorite is bugak, a sweetened and fried delicacy. Bugak are essential to the dietary habits of the Sachol residents because they add much-needed protein to a strictly vegetarian diet, thus bringing about a well-balanced nutrition plan. These particular delicacies require a lot of time and effort to prepare, relative to other Sachol dishes which are quite simple. First, glutinous rice is boiled, and the paste is applied to kelp and various vegetables. Sesame seeds are sprinkled on top. Then the vegetables are dried in a sunny spot. After being completely dried, they are fried in oil. The frying process makes the glutinous rice paste expand and also accentuates the unique crunchy taste. Besides kelp, bugak have been made from various leaves and flowers such as camellia leaves, persimmon leaves, wild sesame leaves, and dried laver. These sweetened and fried delicacies unique to Socho are truly ingenious and healthy culinary innovations. Gajuk is also a favorite ingredient for bugak in Socho. In Socho, the main purpose of taking in food is not to strengthen the body, but rather to conduct pure worship by warding off distractions. Thus, Buddhist meals can be said to be food for the soul as well as the body. Eating in Socho only consists of the 3 basic daily meals, with each meal coming in small portions. Needless to say, desserts are hard to come by, with a rare and popular exception being noodles.
국수 별명을 이제 승소라고 그렇게 이야기하는 것은 스님들이 굉장히 국수를 좋아하세요. 그래서 이제 또 대중이 많이 사니까 국수 만들기도 어렵고 또 삶아서 먹는 거 일도 굉장히 번거롭거든요. 그러니까 자주 못 해 먹으니까 이제 그 어쩌다 한 번씩 변식으로 국수가 나오면 스님들이 이제 좋으셔서 환하게 미소를 짓는다 그래서 그 무리승 스님할 때 승소에다가 웃음 조자를 써서 승소라고 그렇게 별명이 붙었습니다.
Noodles are nicknamed monk's smiles because they have been perennial favorites among Buddhist monks. And the most popular type of noodle is the bean paste noodle dish, which captures the savory taste of Korean bean paste. Zucchini are often used to prepare meals in Socho. When preparing noodles, ground zucchini not only add flavor and nutrition, but also give the dish an appealing light green color. Flour is mixed with the ground zucchini and rolled flat. Folding the dough slightly and slicing it into long strands completes the noodle preparing stage. For the soup, various chopped vegetables are added and boiled. The vegetables consist of tofu, mushrooms, and bell peppers. The bean paste is added and brought to a steady boil. In Socho, large amounts of bean paste are prepared and used for soups, stews, and noodles. Bean paste is also steamed and used as a sauce for various vegetables. The bean paste noodles are complete after the soup is poured over the noodles. The bean paste noodle meal is truly a savory delicacy unique to Socho. The food we normally eat usually requires numerous ingredients and complex cooking processes. On the other hand, Socho food is relatively simple to prepare and does not use the strong-odored 5 prohibited ingredients. So, instead of such ingredients, the residents of Socho have discovered other unique ingredients. Because the 5 prohibited ingredients cannot be used, Sachol meals are prepared using ingredients and seasonings that are generally not used elsewhere. The main ingredients of this region are JP, dried kelp, pyogo mushrooms, JP leaves, and banga leaves. The JP is especially valuable because of its medicinal benefits. The solemn and grave atmosphere of Sachol. This atmosphere is best associated with the food of the region, and with the food always comes the region's tea. In Sachol, tea is an integral part of the self-discipline and self-purification process. In Korea, the tea culture and tradition are closely associated with Buddhism. If it hadn't been for the long line of Buddhist monks who have passed down the tea culture for generations, tea would not be as prevalent as it is now. And the man who played a grand role in creating this tradition is a Buddhist monk named Cho Wee. In his book on tea drinking etiquette, called Tongdasong, he stated that tea should be associated with purity, and also outlined his ideology concerning tea and other aspects of Korean culture. Tea is made by harvesting newly blossomed buds and leaves in early spring. At this time of the year, many monks gather to collectively harvest the necessary leaves and buds. Korea's famous green tea, Jokso tea, received its name because the new early spring blossoms resemble a peacock's tongue, or jokso. The leaves are roasted and then dried. Tea is thought to be at its best when the 3 factors of color, aroma, and aesthetics form a complete harmony. When preparing the tea, following the specific protocol is as important as abiding by the drinking etiquette. Acquiring the right color and aroma requires steadfast effort and concentration. The tea preparing and drinking etiquette in Monk Cho Wee's Dongdasong outlines the careful process from gathering the leaves to brewing the tea and even to cleaning the teapot. And all must be done with a pure heart. Pine leaf tea consists of ginger, pear, and pine leaves, which are boiled together and then fermented. The small amount of alcohol produced during the fermentation stage adds to the flavor. Pine leaf tea is thought to purify the blood and calm the nerves. The popular arrowroot tea can also be traced back to origins in Sachol. Tea has long been known to alleviate stomach pains, cold symptoms, fevers, and indigestion. But the true advantages of tea lie in its ability to purify one's soul.
물론 차가 가지고 있는 양리적인 측면도 결코 무시할 수가 없겠죠. 예를 든다면은 졸음을 쫓는다든지 또 기를 단전으로 모아서 수행하는데 기를 온전하게 가져간다든지 그런 양리적인 측면도 중요하지만은 중국의 그 유명한 조조선사 같은 분은 차를 수행으로 하두로 삼아서 끽다가라는 그 유명한 하두가 전래되고 있듯이 다시 말해서 그 다선 일여사상 차 생활과 선수행이 둘이 아니고 차 생활이 바로 선수행이고 선수행이 차 생활인 그런 경제까지 승화시킨 유명한 스님들도 많이 계시는데 아무튼 그 한국 불교에서도 차가 일상사되어 있습니다. 그래서 아침, 저녁, 점심 가릴 것 없이 스님들이 지대방에 모이기만 하면은 작살차를 그렇게 드시고 그리고 그 자체가 어떤 수행적인 측면과 양리적인 측면이 복합작용을 해서 이 산생활하는데 승려생활하는 데 있어서는 차는 결코 떼어놓을 수 없는 그런 스님들의 전유물이다시피 그렇게 지금 한국 그 사원에서는 그렇게 하고 있습니다.
The solemn posture of one deep in meditation is truly a sight to behold. The common rules of Sachol dictate that a certain protocol must be followed not only when preparing food, but also when eating food as well. The beginning and ending times for meals are strictly observed. The common meal at Sachol is referred to as Baru Gongyang, where Gongyang describes the act of eating, and Baru describes the 4 dishes that are present at every meal. At every meal, a special prayer is said aloud by all those present before eating. This prayer is called Oguanye, and it is a humble prayer which gives thanks to the grace of Buddha, as well as to all the people who helped get the food to the table. Baru Gongyang has a simple rule of only 3 side dishes per meal, and not 1 grain of rice must be left uneaten. And after finishing one's meal, it is required that everyone clean their own dishes. The dishes are dried with a towel and placed neatly for later use. These dishes, or baru, must be meticulously taken care of by the owner, since they are used by the same person for the rest of that person's life. Meal times in Sachol are quiet and solemn, and they are also highly hygienic and economical. Every meal here is consistent with the teachings of Buddha, where food is not only for physical nourishment, but also for mental purity, achieved through the proper diet and meditation. Baru Gongyang truly epitomizes the ideologies of equality, cleanliness, frugality, and togetherness. The solemn and austere place that is Sachol, the constant search for the truth and striving for oneness with Buddha epitomizes the will of the people residing in this heavenly place. Abstemious, strict, somber. The historical tastes and lifestyles of this mountain temple exemplify all that is good and pure. The simple yet savory tastes of the region, the harmony with the surrounding nature, the compliance with the teachings of Buddha. These are all elements that represent the history, culture, and tradition of a mountain village called Sachol.